Hello. Today I am going to read an excerpt from the novel This Is Where It Ends by Mary Nijkamp, I think. I'm not sure if that's the right way to say it. This is a book that I checked out from the Buffalo City Library while I was making a video for you guys. I was actually really excited to read it, and so I'm going to share some of that with you. It says on the cover, "This is where it ends," and then underneath it says, "Everyone has a reason to fear the boy with the gun." While I'm doing this first read through this chapter, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark things that seem kind of weird to me. Seem suspicious, seem like it's going to lead to something else or that I don't have all the information. I'm going to just mark them so I can come back to them later. I'm not going to think out loud about what they could mean or anything like that. I'm just going to straight up read the first chapter and come back to these weird moments later. Chapter 1, 10:01 to 10:02 a.m. Okay, so that's weird. I don't feel like we normally would see a time frame of exactly 1 minute stuck to the beginning of a chapter, but let's just see what's going on. Claire. The starter gun shatters the silence, releasing the runners from their blocks. Track season starts in a couple weeks, but no one has told Coach Lint about winter. He is convinced that the only way to get us into shape is to practice, even when my breath freezes right in front of me. This is Opportunity, Alabama. Sane people don't leave their homes when it's white and frosty outside. We stock up on canned goods, drink hot chocolate until we succumb to sugar comas, and pray to be saved from the cold. Still, Coach Lynch's start of season training beats Principal Trenton's long and arduous start of semester speech. Virtue, hard work, and the proper behavior of young ladies and gentlemen. After almost 4 years at Opportunity High, I can recite her words from memory, which is exactly what I did for Matt at breakfast this morning. Responsibility, opportunity, no pun intended. And her favorite, our school motto, we shape the future. It sounds glorious, but with months left until graduation, I have no clue what the future looks like. If opportunity shaped me, I didn't notice. Running, I know. This track, I know. One step after another. It doesn't matter what comes as next as long as I keep moving forward. My foot slips and I stumble. From his position on the field, coach curses, "Claire, attention! One misstep's the difference between success and failure." Straightening, I refocus. A familiar laugh colors the still morning. Did you freeze up over the holiday break, Sarge? A snail could catch up with you floundering like that. On the straightaway of the track, Chris falls into step with me. I suck in a breath before I answer him. Oh, shut up. My best friend only laughs louder. The even rhythm of his footsteps and his breathing challenge me to find my pace. His presence steadies me like it always does. At 6'5" and with sun-touched hair and blue eyes, Chris is not just our best runner, but also Opportunity's poster boy athlete. On uniform days, the freshman girls fawn over him. With Chris by my side, my stride shortens. The other two runners on our varsity team are far behind us. On the other side of the field, Chris and I move in perfect synchrony, and the very air parts before us. Nothing can touch us. Not snow, not even time. Tomas. Time's up. The small clock on the bookshelf strikes 10 with an annoying little tune. and I thumbed through the tabs in front of me at supersonic speed. Come on, come on, come on. It only took superglue, strategically squirted on the desk drawers of my favorite Spanish teacher, Mr. Look at me, strutting my stuff like a walking midlife crisis, for Far and me to find our way into the administrative office. But it took both our student IDs before we managed to jiggle the lock on Principal Trenton's door. And it'll all be for nothing if I can't find the file I'm looking for. I scan the folders in the filing cabinet. When the elbow pokes my side, I startle. Damn it, Far, what the hell? Fareed rolls his eyes and gestures for me to keep quiet. Someone's in the hallway, he mouths. He tiptoes back to the door. Crap! How do I explain this? No, ma'am, I'm not doing anything, just breaking into school records. Whatever. I'm sure I have a legal right to see my own permanent record, so I can always use that as my excuse. The fact that these folders just happened to be last names A through C instead of last names M through N is nothing more than a coincidence. No one knows whose file I'm looking for except Far, and even he doesn't know the whole reason. If anything, I can always find Al-Shar Fareed as a cover. The school administration can't even file his name right. Still. A door opens and closes. A lock clicks. Footsteps squeak on the linoleum outside of the administrative office. Footsteps that pause before the principal's door. Our door. I quietly push the file drawer shut. Better not to stir up trouble, more trouble, if I get caught red-handed. Far and I both hold our breath. After what feels like forever, the footsteps move on. Whomever it was, they're not out to get us. Not today. Autumn. It's all a matter of the decisions you make, today and every day. Your behavior reflects not only on yourselves, but also on your parents, your family, and your school. Here at Opportunity, we pride ourselves on shaping the doctors, lawyers, and politicians of tomorrow. And it's the choices you make now that will determine your future. You have to ask yourself how you can become the best you can be. Ask not what your school can do for you, but what you can do for you. Trenton holds the microphone loosely while she scans the crowd, as if memorizing every single face. So many students come and go, leaving nothing but the faintest impression, names scratched into desks and graffitied into bathroom stalls. Yet she knows us all our hopes, all our heartbreaks, all our sleepless nights. Her eyes linger on me and my neck burns. I reach for the chair to my right, but it remains as it was when the assembly started, empty. To my left, Sylve groans. After all these years, you'd think she'd come up with something more original. Don't you want to be the best you can be? The words come out harsher than I intend. She grumbles. In truth, Sylve will have plenty of colleges to choose from. She's a shoo-in for all of her dream schools. And I should be happy for her. I am happy for her. But for me, college is the only way out of this misery, and Dad sure as hell isn't going to pay my ride. Not to study dance. Look what happened to your mother, he'd say, as if I haven't counted the days, hours, minutes since Mom's accident. Dance took everything from her. No daughter of mine is going into that business, not if I can stop it. So he tries to stop me. Every day. And with Mom gone, there's no one to stop him. Not from drinking, not from hitting me. There's no one to keep our family from falling apart. I grip my crumpled coffee cup, grab the threadbare denim messenger bag from under my seat, and block out Ty's voice in the back of my mind. My brother would tell me that Principal Trenton's words are truer than I think, that the world is at my fingertips, and it's up to me to make my future the best it can be. I tried that, and I lost. Now I'd rather escape. She tried that. I think this is a weird thing to say. I tried that and I lost. I assume she means she tried to make her future the best she can be, and she lost. I don't know why she's saying that she lost. It's weird, so I'm just gonna mark it as weird and continue. Sylve. I sank deep into my seat and glanced at the empty place next to Autumn. He's not coming after all. He'd have been here by now. He won't come. I'm safe here. He won't come. The knot in my stomach unfurls and recoils with every twist and turn of my mind. I could ask Autumn about Tyler, but she's lost in memories. Today is 2 years since the accident. She refuses to share her grief with me or anyone. Even when she smiles, she isn't the girl she used to be, and I miss her. I skipped something because I wasn't sure, but there's definitely something here that is weird to me. She says, I'm safe here. He won't come, and that means she feels safe here. And I am interested. Why is she concerned about him? Okay, that's going to be something that I'm going to mark. Okay. And I miss her. She's not the girl she used to be, and I miss her. Some days, when she thinks no one is watching, she still moves across the floor as if she's flying. La Golondrina, Mama used to call her. The swallow, all grace and beauty. When Autumn dances, all her worry falls away and she shines. I wish she could dance forever. Madre de Dios, how I wish I could watch her dance forever. Instead, it's another Monday. Life goes on. The assembly is over and Autumn holds herself ramrod straight. I'm the only one who knows she'll fly out of this cage and leave us all behind as soon as she can. Meanwhile, next period is the last review for my AP US History midterm, and I haven't even touched my books. Mama had another one of her bad spells over break. We were supposed to go into town together last Saturday, but when Abuelo brought the car around, she barely recognized him. She didn't want to leave the house. She didn't understand where we were going. I sat with her for hours, talked to her. Listen, Mama. Told her stories that wove our family around her. She was disoriented for days afterwards, and I can't shake the feeling that with every day that passes, she slips away like starlight at dawn. At least history suits me. You already know if those stories will end happily. Then there's like a Twitter feed here. It looks like CJ Johnson says, sleepy, hashtag OHS. J Ike, maybe, says, hashtag snow day like a snow day. CJ Johnson, bailing on the assembly to sleep? Question mark. Hashtag more like hungover day. And CJ Johnson to, I think, Claire Morgan. Can I order one of the freshmen to bring me a coffee? I think this whole interchange is weird. I don't know who any of these people are. And I think that I don't understand why it's included here. It doesn't seem like the rest of the information. But that's it, guys. Thanks for listening.